Yes.
Om Antaryascha bahirvidutatim timiram Jyotirmayam shashvatam Sthanam prapya virajate vinamata Ajnanam unmulayan Pashyan vishwamapi idam ullasatayo Vishwasya pare paraha Tasmai Shri Ramanaya Loka Gurave Shokasya Hantre Namaha.
Very nice. Very beautiful.
Can I say it again myself?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Anyone who wants to chat, you please carry on.
Antaryascha bahirvidutatimiram jyotirmayam shashvatam sthanam prapya virajate vinamatam ajnanam anmulayan Pashyan vishwamapi idam ullasatayo vishwasya pare para tasmai Shri Ramanaya Loka Guruve Shokasya Hantre Namaha.
Yes. Good. Anyone who wants to chant, please carry on. Indra, Shaila, Padmaja, anyone, Satish, they will carry on. Okay, good. So with that prayer to Sri Ramana, Rajni, you want to try?
Okay.
All right.
Antaryasya cha bahirviduttatimiram jyotirmayam shashvatam sthanam prapya virajate vinamatam ajnanam anmulayan Pashyan vishwam api idamulastiyo Vishwasya pare paraha Tasmai Shri Ramanaya Loka Guruve Shokasya Hantare Namaha.
Okay, good. Better with each chant.
Should I chant this one?
Yes, yes, Shaila. Please.
Okay. Antaryascha bahirvidutati.
Yes. Are you on? Oh, exited by mistake, I think. Okay. Antaryascha bahirvidhutatimiram Jyotirmayam shashvatam Sthanam prapya virajate vinamatam Ajnanamunmulayan Pashyan vishwamapi idam ullasatayo Vishwasya pare paraha Tasmai Shri Ramanaya Loka Gurave Shokasya Hantre Namaha. So welcome to another session of Upadesa Saram with Madalasa study group. So how do we go about this now? Shall we straight away jump? Shaila is here. Amel Madana Shaila. We have just started the class. So, okay, just quick questions to run through just one question for each shloka and we are good. I will just share the, yes, share the shlokas.
We have to do 7, 8, 9.
Correct. Okay, without sharing the shlokas, we'll just go with what understanding we have of each shloka. So, what is the term by which Bhagavan is hailed in the first shloka? The name of Bhagavan? Huh? No, not in this Ramana shloka. In the first, the first shloka is Kartruragnaya prapyate phalam karma kim karam param karma tajjadam. In this shloka, see, in each scripture, the first verse is going to be a Mangalacharan, that is a prostration to Bhagavan, God, Saguna Brahma. In this shloka, what is the name of Bhagavan which has been taken here? Kartruragnaya prapyate phalam.
Kartuntana. Kartuntana.
Kartru is the name of Bhagavan.
Mm.
Look at the beauty. Kartru is the name of Bhagavan. He is the doer. So simple. There is no other fancy name. Vishnu, Shiva, that there is nothing. Straight away is going to the crux of the matter. That Bhagavan is a Kartru. There itself the entire chapter is over, isn't it? Okay. So why is karma not param? Why is karma jadam? That's the next question. Why karma is considered as jada? Quickly we'll answer and we'll go forward. Anyone? Yes, please.
See, this is why it is called jada, because it can be undone in the sense it is to the body. So the action is to the body. But once I realize I'm not the body only, then that action is undone in the sense the action is to the body, but I'm not the body. So whatever happens will happen to the body. But that kind of an understanding, when I get, that is a time when it does not affect me. So the karta or that action is inert.
Correct. It's all powered by Chaitanya. That is like you said, the body is inert. It cannot do anything by itself. It is jada. So the one who is claiming that I am doing the action is jada. Therefore, the action is also jada. Good. Second, krutimaho dhadau patana karanam phalam ashashvatam gati nirodhakam. Why is kruti or action called a maha udadi? Udadi means water. Maha udadi is a big body of water which is ocean. So kruti, the world of action, is a huge ocean. And it is patanakaram. It leads to our downfall. Why? Quickly. It's all simple questions only. Just to get into the mood.
Because we have accumulated over many, many years.
Correct.
So it's going to be an ocean of mistakes and karmas happening. So only we'll experience only sanchita karma in this birth. And the rest will be accumulated and passed on. That's why it's an ocean, unending ocean.
Unending ocean. Because we go on doing the same things over and again in ignorance. And it is an unending process. Okay. Next one, Padmaja, you can pitch in with this. Ishwararpitam nechaya krutam chitta shodhakam mukti sadhakam. So how is this shloka connected to the earlier one, Padmaja? Why are we coming to Ishwararpita here? Why are we talking about, we have to, you go ahead.
I'll take the next one.
Ayyo, okay. Anupama?
So the action should be surrendered to the Lord, which leads to mukti.
Correct.
Action.
What is the connection between Kruti Mahodadau Patana?
Because in the previous sloka, we are Kruti Mahodadau. Actions are creating ocean. So how to avoid that, come out of that ocean? Because of Ishwararpita Bhava, that should come. Then only we can get out of this ocean.
Excellent. See, that is how we need to connect. It's a beautiful flow to it, There's a beautiful thought process which has gone into this spontaneous, expression of Bhagavan Ramana. See how spontaneous and how beautiful the connection is. So how to get out of this Gati Nirodhakam action, how to get out of actions that bind us? Ishwararpitam. Do it with Ishwararpanam Buddhi. Next. Karya Vangmana Karyamuttamam Pujanam Japash Chintanam Kramat. What is the connection between Ishwararpitam and this one?
How to develop Ishwararpitam? There are 3 ways. Puja, japa, and what
Chintana.
is Chintanam?
Meditation.
Contemplation.
And each is superior to the other. So, why, how is the first one in the hierarchy is the bottommost in the hierarchy is what?
Puja.
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 Why?
Because it
puja
is
is
a
Can be the action, offering a flower, watering, or whatever it is. So it is the action of the body, like
It involves all the sense organs.
name and form.
Yes, Padmaja. All correct. Indian health, were you saying something else, Padmaja?
Yeah, japa would be the next one where we involve, it is a chanting of mantra.
voice.
And chintanam is the silent meditation on the I am or the formless sense of being, which is the most important of highest considered, chintanam.
Ade why anta? Why is puja the grossest? Like, yeah, she said all the senses are involved and all that.
Because from puja, japa to meditation, we are cutting down the number of senses involved in that particular action.
We are
So
moving.
that focus grows
Yes.
and merging with the Supreme.
Beautiful understanding. We are moving from the gross to the subtle.
And this leads to liberation.
Yes, absolutely. That's the whole point. The whole the basic understanding is God or Brahman is very, 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 very subtler than the subtlest. So while we employ all the gross sense organs and the gross material that we have, the world itself, to first do the puja of the Lord, and then we become more and more and more subtle. Because the gross can get very distracting, isn't it? So we'll go to the next one, which is also about the same, Jagatadishadhi yukta sevanam ashtamurti bhrud deva pujanam. Yes. Any thoughts about that link between that and this? About puja he is talking here. What is the greatest puja?
Anupama had said last time, no, it is the eight forms are the 8 elements, and you can think them of any form of God is a good worship of God, like taking any element and worshipping. And she had given that 8. I would had wanted to write those 8.
Yes. Can anybody else, apart from Anupama, recall what are the 8 limbs of Ashtamurti? What else?
I'll write it down once again.
Yes. Who else was there in the class? Can you remember and recall? Indra, can you recall?
Bhutas and the sun, moon, and the consciousness.
Very good, Shaila. That 5 Panchabhutas, the sun, the moon,
and the consciousness.
and Jiva himself or herself. Jivatma, which is nothing but consciousness. Very correct, Shaila. So, what is the connection between 4 and 5? Between Kaya, Vangmana, the krama of puja, the krama of worshipping God. And then with this, what is the connection? What is being taught? What is being talked about?
First, to start with puja, how to do puja?
How to do puja? Which puja
Which
is?
forms where
This
what
would
are
be
all the
body,
forms?
no?
It is not just simply puja. When we say puja, actually what should we understand? How we should take the concept of puja?
Yes, correct. Anything else?
No, but how do we relate that to the 4th verse and now this?
Yes.
Is it done by the body? Does it involve everything, the body, voice, and the contemplation?
It is talking only about puja and how to do puja and what to do puja. What puja should you do? Is the purport of this shloka. What kind of puja? Am I doing the Shodashopachara puja that I do in my puja room? That is one puja. Here, what other puja is being talked about? The puja of the Virat.
Virat, yes.
The Prakriti. Each and everywhere you see the pure consciousness.
Yes. Jagatisha.
It's only God. Everything is God. That is what Ravana Maharshi is trying to tell here.
Vibhuti. Everything is Vibhuti of Lord. So it is not just my little Krishna or little Shiva or little Ganesha in my puja room. It is a Jagadisha that we are doing the
Puja.
seva. It's not even puja. He is calling it as the Loka Kalyana, whatever Prabhuji tells us all the time. Atmana mokshartam jagadhita. That is why karma yoga should be a Jagad Isha Sevanam. Right? Ashtamurti Eva Pujanam. See, everything is covered in this Ashtamurti, isn't it? Beautiful. And even there, the 5 elements are gross. And moon is subtle. Subtler is sun. Sun is subtle. Subtler is moon because it's a reflection or something like that. That order is there. And Atma is the most subtle. Subtlest. Also, in this Ashtamurti, again from gross to subtle, we have traveled. Isn't it beautiful? Thrilling, actually. Next, we are talking about japa. What kind of puja we do? Done. Jagadisha puja, seva has to be done. That is the highest puja. Involving all our sense organs, hands, limbs, and everything that the God has given us. To act as an instrument of God is the highest puja. Next, what about japa? Uttamastavat uchchamandatam chittajam dapa dhyanamuttamam. Yes. This is the connection between that and this. We are talking about...
Again, next, after puja, it is japa. So, japa may be new to many of the people. So, the order he is giving. First, to start with, it can be loud. Then, it becomes only the mouth. Then, it comes to mind.
Correct. So, loud puja means even stava. What is the meaning of stava? Uttama stava. Stava andrenu? Stava means stotra. How many stotras we have in our Sanatana Dharma? This stotra, Lakshmi stotra, Vishnu stotra, Shiva stotra, Ganesha stotra. Yeah, so many stotras. Sahasranamams, Ashtotarams. Everything is stotra, 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 full of stotras. So, you start with that. Start with bhajans. Bhajan also, you don't have to know Sanskrit shlokas. Bhajans also are stotras or stavas. That is loud. Everyone is involved. That's how the vibrations of a place get, elevated. Uttamastava. Loud chanting of God's name and bhajans and all that. Then, mandata. By ourselves, sit in a corner and chant. Then chittajam. Without even moving your lips, you can think. And then dhyanam. Dhyanam is going inside. And last time we stopped with this point, which is these 4 stages can be compared to another concept in Vedanta, which is para, pashyanti, madhyama, vaikari. These are the levels of speech. Even a simple thought to be expressed, it goes through the 4 stages. Though the para is the ultimate. It is, everything is in para only. Para means Brahman. Everything is in Brahman. That is the first stage. Or the null, 0. Stage 0 is para. Everything is in the causal state of para. Pashyanti is when something starts moving inside me, which it doesn't have a form. That is how it is said that how the whole universe was also created. See, every time we utter something, it is a creation only, isn't it? So everything follows this hierarchy. Para is that ultimate, that basic. And then Pashyanti is a germination of an idea. Germination of an idea somewhere. You don't even recognize it. It is at a subconscious level. Idea germinates. And then it comes to Madhyama, where it is actually taking the form of thoughts. And Vaikari is the stage when you actually utter the thought. And then comes the action. So these are the 4 stages. Para, Pashyanti, Madhyama and Vaikari. Okay.
What did you say for Madhyama, Purnima?
Madhyama is when the thoughts take form.
Okay.
Andre, it's already, the thought is formed in your mind. I have to say this mantra, and then you actually utter it physically. It comes to the Vaikari stage.
Vaikari. Okay.
Vaikari. So Uttamastava is Vaikari when you are doing bhajans and all that. Then Ucha Mandata is Madhyama. That is, there is a form of God in your thought. In a thought form, it is there, and you are uttering the name of God. And then Pashyanti is you go even deeper. Maybe you will not even remember the form of God in that Pashyanti, just that ajapa is going on. And then completely you're immersed in it, that is Dhyanam.
What are these? These 4 types of?
Stages of expression, stages of creation, you can say.
Okay.
Stages of creation itself. Aito. Then 7, Jayashri is welcome to hold forth on number 7.
ājyadhārayā srotasā samam saralacintanaṁ viralataḥ param. Like an unbroken flow of oil or a stream of water, like a river, continuous meditation is better than that is interrupted. So, better than japa and puja, continuous spell of meditation is like continuous flow of water in a river. The river keeps flowing. So it doesn't stop unless you put a dam or something like that. So the river is, let your meditation be like a continuous flow of river, or when you're flowing oil or ghee into a vessel or something like that, leave it down. It comes like a single line. It is a flow, is continuous. Let your meditation and japa be continuous without interruption, because that is when with regular practice, you get into a state of uninterrupted inner awareness. That's why let it be continuous meditation. Even if it gets broken, we are all grihasthas. Please come back to it. Come back to it and start from wherever you are left off. To continue, maybe with practice, even when you're working or some other work is happening, you can be aware of the japa and continue the japa even when you're doing bhāvya activities. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you. Full stop. There is no period. We have to continue.
ನಾ ಹೇಳಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತಷ್ಟೇ.
All
No
right.
full stop. No full stop for this japa.
No way. So why are 2 similes used here? Why is one is ghee, arjya, and one is srotasā, one is flow of river? Why are there 2 similes here? One would have done, no?
ಹೌದು.
Any thoughts?
The flow of water, probably you can stop it by putting a bridge.
Oh.
I don't know what is it by the flow of oil. Oil, you cannot stop it, even if you put some kind of a...
So, but why would you want to break japam? You are not supposed to break it. It should become ajapa, in fact.
Correct.
So,
but you know what happens? Probably as a householder, there could be obstacles. You could face obstacles, and your japa may become it. Some impediment or some obstacle may come through. But when it is oil, then it simply flows. There is no impediment.
Oil, this is ghee. He's saying ghee. I mean, it's okay. I'm just splitting here. Ājyadhārayā or oil or ghee. Okay. All right. Any other people, anyone wants to pitch in? Where are there 2 similes? You have to finish, no, Rajini, you have to continue. So there's a...
It is mine.
Ji, there is one kind of puja that is done in Kerala temples, especially in Shiva temples. We call dhara. Where throughout the day that oil keeps pouring in the Shivalinga. So what I understand is, so that dhara here, it is compared means to avoid that when dhara is continuously flowing, it has that one greasy one texture. similar to that,
Viscosity.
when
It is called
that
viscosity.
viscosity, that
Correct.
thought should the thought is not that contemplation is not separated, but we are sticking on to that contemplation.
Very nice. Then why is water also mentioned? It is not viscous. No, it is not sticky.
Yes,
But water
because of
is a flow,
natural,
a continuous
it
flow
is
that they want to
natural.
show.
It is in nature. It is
Maybe
Brahman itself.
wherever it flows, it purifies, cleans.
Wait, let us consolidate all the points.
water is also within and outside.
Water is within and outside. Very good. Padmaja said it indicates a what? What did you say, Padmaja?
It's more of a continuous flow. River, if you take the example, it's always flowing. So
Right.
it's like continuity and the.
Correct, continuity. And Jayashri said? Jayashri said it is
The same thing. Continuity. Continuity cleanses everything.
Okay. Shaila said? Shaila,
It purifies.
it purifies. Cleanses, purifies. Rajni said?
No, mine was little twisted.
Indra says something. Indra wants
I
to say
said it is from Prakriti. It's from Prakriti.
nature.
Yeah.
Okay. But adella sari. Eradu yake anta. Why two? When,
Nam taleg hogli anta.
it should be a combination.
Or is it
Correct.
when both are mixed, they don't stick to each other? It's meaning of detachment.
No need
No.
to that science. No. Okay. What I have understood is this ājyadhārayā is good. That is like, yeah, it has got a certain viscosity and it just continuously flows. But that very viscosity means it's kind of sluggish. It's not, it's sluggish, it slows you down. So from this ghee example, you should take the unbroken kind of meditation. That is the message from the ghee example. And from the water example, water gives a sense of freshness, joy, spontaneity. So it has to be steady like an oil ājyadhārayā, and it should be joyous and spontaneous like a river, flowing river. That is the explanation given by the masters. See, randomly, Bhagwan will not say anything, no. So from both the examples, what we have to carry is steady like ājyadhārayā, joyous and spontaneous like river flow. Srotasā samam. Nice, no? Flow of a river. And then we come to sarala and viralataḥ. What is saralacintanaṁ? You said what, Jayashri, for saralacintanaṁ? What is saralacintanaṁ, did you say? Or have you signed off? Anybody else? What is saralacintanaṁ?
Sarala is uninterrupted.
Uninterrupted. And virala is?
Broken.
Broken.
With lot of...
So, how do we start? How do we start, people who have never meditated? We start with
Focus
virala.
on name and form.
Yes, Shaila?
To focus on name and form.
Virala. See, how do you start meditation is the next issue. Virala means interrupted, basically. So why is our meditation interrupted? Big question. First of all, there is so much resistance to start meditation. Yes or no? Have we faced it or not?
Yes.
There is so much resistance. Why?
Chitta Shuddhi has to happen.
Yes. And we have several questions about how to start meditation. And our things will go to the gross elements. Yes.
Oh, that is why in the previous shlokas he has given the order, no? Go from puja, japa to meditation. That will help.
That will help. So, yeah, what was I thinking? Chintanam is dhyanam, ala? So why this meditation is so this thing, Andre? The beginners, you take the example of a yoga class beginners. What will they do first? Go and get a yoga mat, go and buy one nice yoga dress, all that paraphernalia, we'll put it together. For dhyanam also, we feel that paraphernalia is different, is very important. Like what? Asanam.
And the time. Regular time, and how long you sit.
The place, everything has to come together for me. I can make many excuses. I cannot sit in Padmasana. But has Bhagwan asked us to sit in Padmasana here? No. So what are our objections to meditation? Let us come out with that first. Why don't we start at all? That's the thing. Anybody else? If you
How to start will be the first question. How to start, how to do. There will be so many confusions. What is the right way of meditating?
Yeah.
Correct.
We are stuck in so many worldly matters. My work, my family, everything. Ellaru hogbeku and cooking. Right now in this class, we are doing 2-3 things. 2-3 things attending to the class also. We can't sit without, we are drawn by worldly matters. That's the reason we are unable to sit.
We try to multitask, which is not bad, but especially when it comes to spending time with myself and with God, multitasking is not a good idea. For worldly tasks, yes, you better multitask. Otherwise, it's very difficult to get many things done at the same time. But for dhyana, no multitasking. There is only one task. What is it? Spend time with yourself.
Sit. It is actually prioritizing something,
Prioritizing, yes.
If the world is very important to me, then my priority will not come to meditation. But if I see this is the first thing I start with, and then the world will follow. And I think so when with the focused and the cleansed mind, the work becomes much easier and it gets done faster. So that also helps. I need to start in the sense if I meditate and with a very clean and a focused mind, I think so I can do the things much faster later on.
That you have gone to this one, phala of meditation already.
Phala in the sense, if there is a confusion between I have to work this, I have to do this and all that, then it helps. Okay, fine. I have to do this. Nobody is denying that. That is also my duty and I'll do it. But with the joy, but spending less time and doing more. That also will comes with meditation.
Very nice. Yes, Padmaja.
I consider this something like this. When you are doing your morning sadhana, whatever it is, or meditation, you consider something like this, like how you charge your phone in the morning. First thing, and then charge Mati. And then you do, my phone is there, I can go out anywhere and then do whatever task I required, book an auto or book anything I can do. Like that, you charge ourselves. So this is nothing for nobody else. So when you're interrupting, you're not basically charging yourself, charging a link. So charge yourself fully and then go and be in the outside world.
Very nice.
So you are now charged.
Correct. Even for this physical phone charging, the instruction is do not remove it until it is fully charged. Otherwise, the battery will wear out very fast. Lifetime of battery also comes down if you don't charge it every time, charge it fully and then only remove it from the plug.
So for olden days, people didn't had all these
distractions,
techniques of doing all this dhyana. So they used to go to temples before going to their office or also consecrated space and charging yourself. So now when you are doing your dhyana here, it is like, the temple, you are making the temple puja here itself.
No, that is the olden days.
Sit itself and then do the...
No. Olden days, they didn't have the techniques of dhyana is not entirely correct, because everything has come from the Vedas only, how to do dhyana, tapa. In fact, the japa, tapa, dhyana was ultimate for them, in the Vedic times. Abba. They used to do for years together tapas. So for us only, everything has become diluted.
Yeah, continuous Gayatri.
Not everybody
continuous Gayatri by our elders.
They used to do a lot of this dhyana, japa, dhyana, they used to do a lot. We have become like this. Just see one photo of God, do this and go. And going on the road, on the scooter or car, stop and go. We have done that, not them. Yes, but like you said, everything was more then. Going to temple was more, puja was more, japa was more, dhyana was more, everything was more. Now everything is less. It's become like that. Anyway, but here God is, Bhagavan is saying, viralacintanaṁ, you start, Baba. You start with something. Don't worry. Don't worry about the time, the place, the posture, the asana. No need for Padmasana. You sit on the chair only. Everyone has got some problem or other. No problem. So all that we have to get it out of the way. To start with Virala Chintana, uninterrupted Chintana also, we have to get rid of many outer aspects. The idea is not to spend time on the body posture, but to spend time with, it is to bend the mind and not bending the body. That's the whole point. So let us not worry about the body, but go with, concentrate on the mind. Next big question, next big impediment in dhyana is what? What happens when I close my mind for dhyana? Big question.
The mind wavers, it goes here, it goes there. It is, yeah.
It goes there, here, about, that's all about my activities. What else will
Monkey
come?
mind.
Monkey
Past
mind.
and future. Past and future. We are not in the present.
And what is the content of the past and future like? The past is about what?
Regrets.
Ah.
Regrets.
All the negative things will come out.
Like a Manthana. Samudra Manthana happened. First Hala Hala came. Visha only has come first. Agre Visham, it is called. You know, in the beginning, dhyana is going to churn out Visha only inside you. Because subconscious mind, all the Visha has gone inside. Agre Visham. So what do we have to do? Why this Visham has come? Of course, we all know. Why? Even though we all know, we should let it come to Vaikari. Why is there Visham in me?
Accumulation of many birds, which I have accumulated and not cleansed.
The basic reason why the mind will not stay on God is because, see, at the seat of meditation, what are the thoughts in your mind? There are only that. You might say, how many thoughts per day? 50,000, something. Being said.
50 to 60.
But to be very frank, there are only two kinds of thoughts. One is worldly thought. One is thought about God or myself or the higher self. Only two thoughts. Alva, isn't it? One can be about the higher self or God, and one can be about the world. They can all be segregated into that only. So why does my mind go to the world all the time? When there are two beautiful, wonderful option of going to God is there, but I am not able to go. That is the big question that we have to be asking. Yes, again we'll say Chitta Shuddhi has not happened. Why? Because of?
Most of the time we are involved in the worldly activities, so the mind is tuned to think about
occupied with the world.
Maya is playing.
Maya is playing. Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is that why so? Why the worldly thoughts? Because मेरे को जगत सच लगता है. In the sense that is the main cause.
Yes.
If I know this is not real, this is illusion, I will never go there. It is real to me till now also.
Maya is like, Maya is pulling you, Satish. Maya is not doing anything to me. I am being, pulled towards her, Papa. She is just there. It is the movie, the projector is just playing out on the screen. But who is involved in it? It is my mind.
Yeah.
So the Prakriti Maya is a projector only. She's doing her job. It is my mind which is monkey mind which is dancing to her tunes. Yes. So like Rajini said, yes, Padmaja.
It's like if we attach ourselves to the higher self, automatically the lower self will fall down.
Yeah.
So automatically. So the worldly desires may be there, but then they don't affect us much because we are now, attaching ourselves or sticking ourselves to something bigger. So that is there. So then all these, they seem to be very, very, childish or, something very small.
You are talking like a expert sadhaka. This is viralataḥ is for a sadhaka who is still starting out. So, like Padmaja said,
So I think someone has to start.
we have to
Irrespective of
start.
whatever it is, they will start.
They will start. And so, for a sadhaka, Padmaja, what your advice is perfect. When the mind is going towards the world, immediately bring it back. The japamala is there for that purpose only. The instruction is, you chant one nama. When it goes, and you check the mind, where it is going. If it's going somewhere else, don't turn the mala again, chant again. That is at the gross level, you are checking where the mind is going and then making course correction there and then. So after you master this japa, come to dhyana. Immediately come back to pray to God. See, that is one trick which is given by all the enlightened masters. When my mind is going haywire and when I come to know my mind is going haywire, please God help me. That's the only thing I can do. Please God help me come back to you. Anta. Surrender. Pray to God immediately. And I'm sure it will work like magic. Whenever I think of God, He will say, okay, I'm here. What does Krishna say? In Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. You leave aside all your dharmas, worldly dharmas, put them aside and come to me alone. So every time I get a worldly thought, immediately start chanting name of God. If this much I am able to do, I am good. He will take care of the rest. Nice. Good.
Purnimaji, our new mantra, what you told, Om Tat Sat, what you discussed in the Bhagavad Gita, now, especially while cooking, I am just following. Even little mind is wavering or thinking about something, Om Tat Sat is my mantra now.
Superb. How lovely.
It's so powerful, Purnimaji.
Very powerful, no? Just one advice we put into practice, that is enough, Baba. We don't need, Papa. Bhagwan has given us 18 chapters. And in that, just select one and go with it. That is enough. Yes, and because we tend to forget, you come to another chapter, one more mantra. Come to another chapter, one more mantra. It is so beautiful. Very nice. So happy, Indra. Okay, then we are going to 8. Alva, who is doing 8?
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bhedabhāvanātso'hamityasau. Repeat.
Bhedabhāvanātso'hamityasau.
Soham iti sau.
Soham iti sayo, right? Bhāvanābalādbhaktiruttamā, pāvanī matā.
Yes, correct.
So meditation without duality, that is meditating as I am He, is superior to meditation, which assumes a separation between the Bhakta, which is the devotee, and the beloved Lord. So in the earlier verses, what we were seeing is that God is saying, okay, you start with the puja. Now puja is done with a name and a form. So there is a God and there is me. Now subsequently in next verses, God is saying, Ramana Maharishi is saying, now who is this God? So there is a separation between you and me. But now who is the God? The God is the self itself who resides in you. So from that form, you come to the self. And that is the meditation he is talking about. So you remove the distinction, you remove the duality that he and me. You come to your self, which is the meditation. That is not so easy. So that is why in the early verses, he said, you start with the meditation, you start with duality, but subsequently that God is me, that self. God is the pure self.
Okay, good. Good, Rajni. So what is the connection between the previous shloka and this one? In the previous shloka, we were talking about what?
He's meditating on the God and the Bhakta and the Bhagwan. Now the Bhagwan itself has become the self only. So you are meditating on whom? The self.
Correct. See, correct. The earlier one we said, ājyadhārayā, srotasā, samam, saralacintanaṁ, viralataḥ. All this was done. That is, the quality of meditation was being talked about. Is my, I was thinking. In that shloka, it's all about how the quality of the meditation should be like this. Now it is about the content of meditation, isn't it?
Yeah.
This shloka is about content of meditation. So, bhedabhāvanāt, one word we can take and talk. Bhedabhāvana, what is bhedabhāvana?
There is a bhed between the devotee and the devotee, like the God and the Bhakta.
Bhakta, the Bhakta type of meditation is bhedabhāvana. So'hamityasau is the non, that is Dvaita meditation, and this is Advaita meditation. Bhāvanā'bhidā is contemplation without duality. Pāvanī matā, that is the highest form of meditation. Okay, good. So like you only said, it is not easy. Dasoham is easy or soham is easy? Dasoham, I am your servant, which is an easier, I don't know, it depends on the constitution or the mentality, attitude of the meditator. For whom dasoham is easy? For whom is soham easy? Hands, show of hands.
Soham is easier to follow. Soham is easier to follow. Because you concentrate. Though I know dasoham is superior, soham is easier to do.
No, I'm sorry. Here he says
Dasoham is not superior. Soham is superior.
Pastry, you're not following this verse 8. What is he saying here? Soham is better or dasoham is better? bhedabhāvanātso'hamityasau. bhāvanā'bhidā pāvanī matā. bhāvanā'bhidā bhāvanā is pāvanam, he's saying. Abheda is non-dual. Pāvanam, that is superior. That is what he's saying. So you're saying soham is good for you. Very good. Santosha. What about the others? Which is better for you?
Soham andre self ala?
I am that.
I am that.
Aham. I am he. I am Atara.
Yes.
I myself am God. Aham Brahmasmi is soham.
I also feel soham is better.
Oh, lovely.
Though I know, yes, it is the power, but the power is me, power is in me, anta. That with that thing.
I am the power. Remember, we used to have a serial like that, no? He-Man, the master of the universe. I am the power. Okay. What about Indra? What about
still, while doing the worldly activities, dasoham is better.
Dasoham?
I mean, I'm more comfortable being a dasoham, but slowly I should get into that. I am soham also. That maybe it will take time, but I'm a mix of both.
Good. What about Satish?
These efforts are to get into Soham mode only. So otherwise, we are in
Okay, nice. Okay.
Dasoham. We are always in Dasoham mode only. So all this satsang and all this, I want to get to there to know. We know that I am that, but to be in that mode, which is Soham, is always the goal.
Very nice. Okay, good. Shaila?
Yes, dasoham.
Dasoham. Okay. Okay, good. Why is soham difficult for you?
Actually, it is not difficult. So it takes me from here till there. So we be in this world. So from here we go always there.
Very nice. Very nice. Anupama?
Ji, I go with Indra because while working, doing activities, dasoham only can work. Then only if I sit for meditation, soham, I can go to soham.
Can go to soham. So here the famous, what about Rajni?
Yeah, I also fluctuate between the two.
Okay.
So if there is a problem and I am not able to solve or I need help, then definitely I call upon him. And otherwise, again, as said by everybody, that the goal is that soham. But definitely it is a journey. It is a journey, and
Very
the journey.
Yes, it's the journey. So we all know this famous example of Hanuman. I think he is the perfect answer for this shloka, for this dilemma, which is better. Of course, here straight away Ramana is saying bhāvanā'bhidā is the best. Soham is the best meditation, is what being said by Ramana here. There must be a reason for that. Why he is saying that? Why? Remember the times when he said this. Even now, how much galata happens with a form, a god with form, isn't it? Wars are being fought because of a god with form. It's not just about us here in this class. We don't care. You can do on Krishna, I can do on Ganesha, I can do, someone else can do on Allah. For us, it doesn't matter. But for the world at large, the god with form is the basic problem, isn't it? And even among us who are Vaishnavites or Shaivites or something else, Visishtadvaitins, for us also, the god with form is becoming a major bone of contention, isn't it? And for the Advaitin, or for the cynical fellow who is an agnostic, who doesn't believe in God, he will say, what? Where is Vishnu? Where is Vaikunta? How far is it? Do we have answers for that? We don't. We won't be able to tell anything. Whereas Soham is easy. I am that. Why is Soham easy? Why is it easier to explain a God without form? First of all, is it easier to explain a God with form to a non-believer? It's not about just my belief, Indra and Anupama and others. Is it easy to explain a God with form to another person?
No.
Very difficult.
Yeah, they asked many
Yeah, I
questions.
think it is easy. So with the kids, we start that. So to tell them something in the universal power, we incorporate these things because it is easier for them to grasp. Otherwise, we could have started with the Soham way, right? So with the form, I think it is easy.
No, it is easy to start with, to sustain. When the children become bigger,
okay, yeah, when they grow.
They'll start asking, questioning. Where is Kailasa? And our Puranas, if they are not understood properly, 100 questions. Why did Krishna tell Arjuna to kill? Very difficult to answer unless you get into the adhyatmika meaning of all this. All the Puranas. In the Puranas, always the Rakshasa are getting killed by the gods. I shared this example somewhere in one of my classes. My niece's son, little fellow of 6 years, and the daughter of 10 years. We will not read any Puranas. Amar Chitrakarta, I gave them gift when they came from the US. So they're saying we are not going to read all this. It's a lot of violence. Yeah, that's what they said. That is how they think. Unless, as a parent, I should be in a position to answer properly. No. I should tell them it's all only metaphorical. Killing means killing the negativity in me or in the next fellow. Not even in the next fellow. It's in me only. All the asuras are in me. Negativity is in me. God is in me. All these things we should know properly to be able to explain to the little ones. So, Soham. I am only God. You can try that also with the little ones, not a problem. It's easier. And as we grow in bhakti, of course, it will merge into Soham only. It is pavanam. Soham is pavanam. Anyway, but Hanumanta is a happy combination of all three states. Dvaita, Vishishtadvaita and Advaita. Anyone remembers the comparisons or the logic that he gives? Hanumanta?
Yes.
When he is doing the work, he says, I am Rama Dutan. Then while I am doing puja, I am Dasaha. Ulta.
I am an ansh of you.
I'm an ansha of you. When I'm doing puja, when I'm working in the world, I'm a servant. I'm dasoham. When I'm doing puja, I'm an ansha of you. I'm a jiva atma and you are paramatma. And the last one is?
Both are the same.
Meditation.
So,
I am you. And in deep in dhyana, there is no bheda between you and me. I am you. So beautiful. Okay. I came across a beautiful, another dialogue between Rama and Hanumanta. I don't know where it's come from somewhere. So Rama started a game with Hanuman. Okay. But this is to say how dasoham is very, very powerful as far as Hanuman is concerned. So Rama said, Soham, I am he. Hanuman said, Dasoham, I am your servant. Rama said, Sadasoham, I am always he, I am always that. And Hanuman said, Dasaoham, servant of that. Rama, then he took it further. He said, Soham, I am always and eternally that. And so again, Hanuman again went one step. For every Soham, he adds Dasa. Dasa Soham. And then Rama only said, okay, Baba, you win. You are correct. So like that, for a Bhakta, that is the ultimate. He doesn't need anything else. A Bhakta revels in it. And I'm sure it must be a very beautiful feeling. Wish, it's nice to be in that state. Always in, dhyana of your beautiful God.
And that will be beyond the form and the name. It's only the bhava, the bhakti.
Bhakti bhava, beyond the name. No, that also you can't say, Indra. There's a nice incident in the Mahabharata when, Rama came in the form of Krishna in the Dwapara Yuga and he went and gave darshan to Hanuman. He said, no, you come in the form of Rama, then I will do namaskara. I don't know, these must all be stories, but it's just to highlight the fact that the name and form is so beautiful of your Ishta Devata. You don't want to give up. You don't want to give it up.
Yeah. And it shouldn't be, we shouldn't be too much attached to the rituals. I've seen people, they'll be too much stuck to the rituals and that bhava is not there only in that bhakti. And they'll be scared even if they don't light the lamp for a day also, no? There'll be so many confusions and so many things.
We have come from that puja, gross puja to, we have come to dhyana. Yes.
Yeah,
but
we've come beyond that. Actually, we've come beyond that.
Yeah, beyond that, but still those feelings you can play at any level also, it can play. In japa also that feeling can play. In dhyana also, you might get worried, I'm thinking of, Vishnu today. Today is Friday, I should think of Devi. God knows our mind, the monkey mind, it can do anything. Yeah. Okay, number 9 is Anupama. Is that right?
Bhāvaśūnya.
Sad, bhāvaśūnyasad,
bhāvaśūnyasad, bhāvaśūnyasadbhāvasusthitiḥ, bhāvanābalādbhaktiruttamā.
Yes.
A state of void free from thought is gradually attained by making abidance in the background state of I am complete. This is supreme devotion. So here the shloka is talking about the effect of meditation that we discussed in the previous shloka. How that from duality moving on to non-duality meditation. Here what happens? The state, the effect of that kind of meditation is spoken here. Here, bhāvaśūnyasad. So it becomes the bhava, the duality or non-duality, that bhava becomes shunya because it has become one, and that may be referred to that shunyaha. And what is that? That is sat.
Yes.
Bhāvaśūnyasadbhāvasusthitiḥ. And that bhava is sustitihi. Sustitihi means
Yes.
uh,
Sthiti means what? Sthiti.
uh,
Abiding in it.
abiding.
Established.
That is the best state to be in.
Correct. Correct. Carry on.
Bhāvanābalādbhaktiruttamā. That bhāvanābalādh.
With that bhavana, on the strength of that bhavana, which bhavana? Which bhavana? The strength of which bhavana? Yes, Anupama.
The bhavana, that bhavana of the sat.
That I am complete. Is it?
I am complete.
Correct. The bhavana, with the bala of the bhavana of that sat, I am God itself. That
is the uttama bhakti. And that is how, and that is what the supreme devotion is.
Correct. Bhāvaśūnyata.
Here we can story, Purnimaji,
Yes.
of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and our Swami Vivekananda. When Swami Vivekananda met Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, first he asked, "Have you seen God?" He says, "I see God more clearly than I see you."
So nice. Yeah.
That is the supreme devotion.
Correct. Very nice. Any more thoughts on this? So, bhāvaśūnya sadbhāva. There are two bhava. The bhava is between shunya, bhāvaśūnya and sadbhava. Both are the same only. When will you become bhāvaśūnya? When will the thoughts stop bothering you? When you become sadbhava. When the bhava has gone to sat, when the bhava has gone to soham, then only the mind will become quiet. What happens in dasoham? Always on name and form, or that separation is still maintained. No, it is not shunyata. Shunyata has not been achieved unless you go into samadhi. But here in bhava of soham, shunyata can be achieved very soon, is what is being said here. And that is sustitihi. Sthiti, like you said, is to be established in that soham, is su. Su, always su means positive, auspicious. It's a susthiti. It's a very beautiful, auspicious state to be in. That soham bhavana is a very auspicious state to be in. Then bhavanābalādh, by the strength of that thought, that I am thought, bhaktiruttamā, you can attain that supreme state. See, even the greatest bhakta, what Ramana is saying here, the greatest bhakta, finally, he'll become a parabhakta, where he will merge with God. If you are a greatest bhakta, you are bound to realize, Arey yaar, there is no difference between you and me. I am you. There's only you. See, there also the self is being merged into God. There's only you. There is no me at all. That is the highest bhakti, no? Parabhakti is that only, isn't it? That's parabhakti. There's only God. There is no one else. I am not there. That's all. What else is there to discuss with it? So bhavana is there only when there is duality. Duality goes in deep dhyana. That's all. Okay.
And we cannot identify the timing when it happened. It happens.
Yes, that's also another beautiful point. It is like, when will I stop thinking about God is similar to when will I fall asleep? When I actually fall asleep, I don't have that question like that. You know, in Drukdrishya Viveka, this has been referred to as what samadhi? So many types of samadhis Guruji taught, Prabhuji talked about, no? Savikalpa, this samadhi. Nirvikalpa, that so many types we talked about. Can anyone recall? So many types of samadhis we discussed in Drukdrishya Viveka. Is this bhāvanābalādbhaktiruttamā samadhi is soham samadhi is savikalpa or nirvikalpa? At least tell that. And how do we go?
Nirvikalpa.
Nirvikalpa. So how do we go to this nirvikalpa samadhi? As an advaitin, how do I go?
Inner.
Huh?
Move to inner.
Outer to inner. Yes. Yes, Satish.
Just contemplate about
Correct.
inner.
Correct. So in savikalpa, there is rupanuvid, isn't it? Shabdanuvid and rupanuvid. Drishyanuvid. Drishyanuvid and shabdanuvid. In both.
Shabdanuvid.
Both savikalpa and nirvikalpa, we were talking about rupanuvid or drishyanuvid and shabdanuvid. In nirvikalpa also, we have shabdanuvid, in which shabdanuvid means shravana, manana, nididhyasana. In Advaita, for Vedantins, this shravana, manana, nididhyasana itself is samadhi. Itself is dhyana. What we are doing now is dhyana only. It is not always sitting in meditation. This itself for Advaitins, this itself is shravana, manana, nididhyasana is Advaitik dhyana. That is, yes, we are happy now because we got something to do. Shravana matrena mukti, manana matrena mukti, nididhyasanena matrena mukti. All this has to be done by us. This is also dhyana only. So we are in a good place. Even if we cannot sit in meditation with eyes closed, even when I'm sitting with eyes closed, what I can do? Shabdanuvid nirvikalpa samadhi. What are the shabdas? What are the shabdas being talked about in this nirvikalpa samadhi? What shabda? Tell. Just now we discussed. What shabdas? What are the words that we have to remember? Yes.
Soham. Breathe in and breathe.
Koham, soham.
Correct. Yes.
Aham brahmasmi.
Brahmasmi. And all the explanation that goes, not just japa as a japa, no. With understanding, we have to go into it.
Correct.
Now we have got the understanding. What is this Soham? Why I am Soham? Why am I Sachidananda? All the background that we get with Shravana. The knowledge I get from Shravana. Shravanena ajnana nivrittihi. With Shravana, the ajnana of my real nature goes. I am not the body, mind, nanu, nanandu, nanalla comes with Shravana. What does Manana do? What does Manana do? What we are doing is Manana class.
Clearing our doubts.
Correct. Mananena samshaya nivrittihi, it is said. It will clear all the doubts. 100 times we ask questions, we ask Prabhuji question answer session. You know, he will clear all our doubts with repeated answering of our questions. So, mananena samshaya nivrittihi. What does nididhyasana do? When I'm alone with my thoughts, when I'm alone in the seat of meditation, it will remove my vasanas. Nididhyasanena vasana nivrittihi. So, in dhyana, as in this Soham dhyana, what we do is we remove the worldly thoughts and we replace them with Vedantic thoughts. That is easier, no? Is easier or not than Dasoham?
Yes.
For me, it seems very easier. Instead of fixing my mind, trying to fix my mind on a name and form, this is easier when I'm thinking, don't think of the world, think of this. What did we discuss today in Vedanta class? What did Prabhuji tell us in this morning's class? What am I going to prepare for in the next class? So beautiful. This is so easy, no, Rajni?
Yeah, correct.
What? Anupama, Shaila, Padmaja, Indra, Satish.
Yes, CCG.
Yes. So easy. Advaita is the easiest, I tell you. Really beautiful. So easy. Advaita does not say don't have thoughts. It says replace those worldly thoughts with these thoughts. Finish. Done. It's so beautiful. So with that happy thoughts, any more thoughts you want to share? You're welcome. Otherwise, we will go to the next three. Who will take up the next 10th one?
I can go open.
Indra will take. No, you also. Indra can take 10. 11. Shaila, Bhartira, Satish, will you be there in the next class? Will you be able to take up, or do you want to listen first?
Oh, I will take 11.
Okay. 10, 11, and Padmaja or Rajni. Rajni did today. Padmaja can take 12. Alva? 10, 11, 12. Indra, Shaila.
Yes, I'll take 12.
Indra, Shaila, Padmaja. I have to
Done.
put it here. Indra, Shaila, Padmaja. Done. All right. Nice class. I enjoyed it. I don't know about you guys.
Loved it.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I was just thinking if we can have more of it.
I know. It will be so nice. But little doses is good. 11:45 already. We have been sitting for 1 hour, 15 minutes. I think this is good, no? Can we close, or you want to discuss more? You are most welcome. Padmaja, you are on mute.
We can close.
Okay, done. All right. You want to say the closing prayer, Padmaja? Asatoma sadgamaya and nanu nanem bhutu, and then loka samasta sukhino bhavantu.
Okay. Asatoma sadgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amrutam gamaya naanimbadu nanalla
Ideha
ideha manabuddhi nanalla Sachitananda Shivananu Nane Shivoham 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 Atmadarshanam
Brahmadarshanam Brahmadarshanam Satyadarshanam Loka
Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Hari Om. Hari Om.
Tatsat.